function and its types. What is function? A function expresses a relationship between two variables, for example x and y, in such a way that for each value of x there exists one and only one value of y. A functional relationship between two variables when value of depends on value of other variables in some particular predictable and regular way, such as consumption is a function of income and quantity demanded is a function of price. That is called function. It also shows the functional relationship because when income increases, then consumption will also be increases. When income decreases, then consumption will also be decreases because it has positive relationship. And quantity demanded and price has a inverse relationship because when price increases, then quantity demanded will decreases. When price decreases, then quantity demanded will increases. It has a inverse relationship. Okay. Now we discuss the types of function: increasing function, decreasing function, single valued function, multi-valued function, explicit function, implicit function, and inverse function. What is increasing function? A function is said to be an increasing function if the increase of one variable is associated with the increase of another variable and vice versa. For example, you can see quantity supply is a function of price and income is a function of, and investment is a function of income. Graphically, such function has upward slope which is obvious from this diagram. Okay, the upward slope shows increasing function. What is decreasing function? A function is said to be decreasing function if the increase in one variable is associated with the decrease in another variable and vice versa. Downward slope shows the decreasing function. You can see downward slope, it is called decreasing function. Okay. Now we discuss what is single valued function. A single valued function is a set of ordered pairs with the property that any x value should uniquely determine y value if each value of the independent variable x has a corresponding one and only one value of the dependent variable is said to be single valued function. For example, y is equals to x plus 5 and y is equals to 15 minus 3x. Multi-valued function: if the dependent variable have two or more than two values corresponding to each value of the independent variable is said to be the multi-valued function, such as y square is equals to x plus 3. It is called multi-valued function. What is explicit function? If the value of an variable is completely depends upon the value of other variable, or the dependent variable is explicitly expressed as a function of independent variable, is called an explicit function. For example, y is equals to function of x, y is equals to 3x. What is implicit function? A function is said to be an implicit function in which variables cannot be distinguished as independent and dependent. They are not directly related with each other, such as xy is equals to 10 and 3y minus 7x is equals to 0. Okay. Inverse function: if the function y is equals to f of x represent a one-to-one mapping, if the function is such that a different value of x will always yield a different value of y, then the function f will have an inverse function. For example, you can see this function, it is called inverse function. Okay.